Are you tired of being bad at classic duels? Well, me too. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get wins in classic duels, which might be one of the hardest things to do in life. That was a joke. It's very simple actually. Anyway, just watch the video. Just watch the. So you might say I'm somewhat of a win professional with my 55,690 wins. In this video, I will teach you how to beat all the little Timmies in queue, even though this game is, very straightforward, so I don't even know why you're watching this video, but I mean. Anyways, so the first thing you're gonna be asking is probably, do I need to click 20 million CPS just to beat people in this game? And the answer is no. For Classic specifically, you don't really need high CPS. You can literally get by with like 5 CPS. Because luckily you have rods and, bows and emotes. You have everything at your disposal, so if you're just really patient and good at rodding, you can literally get away with like 5 CPS. I'm throwing! You fell for it. Ah! See guys? I only click like 10, I only jitter like 10 CPS. That was my 54,000 win! But yeah, you don't need to click high CPS, but you can definitely experiment with jitter clicking, butterfly clicking. There's a lot of videos on that, what mouses are good, stuff like that. So, definitely look into that. But I jitter about 10 and I do pretty well for myself against the little Timmies. Obviously, other than that, you're just going to need to know basic sprint resets, so you can watch Intel Edits video number 5000 to figure that out. Just gotta know like W tapping, block hitting. I'm not gonna explain those because there's videos that will better explain them than me. But yeah, those are definitely important for making sure you can keep people in combos and stuff and get free hits. I usually use a mix of block hitting and W tapping, and that seems to work pretty well for me. But everyone uses their own different sprint resets, Some people like shift tapping. Some people like block hitting, some people like S tapping, so it really depends. Just try them all and see what works for you. Oh my god. I want what sprint reset this dude's on. Now I'm gonna give you the bow spammer tutorial. That was so dirty, I feel horrible about that. Yeah, Pusasi, you're right, bro. You're right. You're not wrong. Other basic things you're going to need to know is infinite rodding. So when you rod like this, your durability of your rod will actually go down, as you can see at the bottom. But if you rod and then switch to something else, then it won't do any durability. So if you're able to do that with your hotkeys, then your rod will never break. And if you're in like sweaty fights where you're rodding a lot, then your rod will definitely break and then you'll be dead. So definitely start infinite rodding. I'd say the next most important thing is rod tricking. So that means rodding people and then critting them at the same time when they both land. It'll do a lot of damage. This guy's at 20, and now he's at 16. So I did 4 damage with that. Oh my god. I'm overcommitting. But yeah. Learn how to do rod tricks for sure. If you get really skilled at them, you'll be able to do a lot of damage to people, and before they can even like start fighting. You just gotta learn when the windows are, and it's harder to do against skilled players, but if you practice it, then you'll get good at it. It works surprisingly well against the little Timmies, and it'll help you grind wins quicker. So I like to kind of do a mix of all of those things. Like I said, Classic Duels is a very straightforward game, so I'm not saying anything revolutionary here that you wouldn't learn yourself. Another thing that you need to know is just like using the terrain. So obviously low ground advantage, if you're looking up at people, you can get free hits sometimes. High ground advantage, like this. There's little windows where they're jumping up on the blocks and you can use that to your advantage. I find the terrain is good because people are forced to take a really predictable path and you can rod them and rod trick them like I said before. This guy's like, why are you being an ass? I'm making a video! God damn it! Don't you understand? Why you have to be mad? It's only game.
It's only game. Why you have to be mad?
But yeah, another thing with the terrain you can do is kind of pin yourself against a wall like this. So if someone's sweating against you and you're sick of their rotting, just go like this and kind of fight them, and then you won't take much KB, which is nice. Oh, what is this guy saying? Oh, he's gone. But yeah, that really only works if you're like, you click pretty fast and you already know you're out hitting them. If they're out rotting you though, it might be worth a try. You can also like run and then jump back at people using the terrain. I don't know where that arrow went. But yeah, if someone's trying to low ground you, if you just hit them back and then jump in between the terrain and them, then you're in a pretty good place and you can just crit them out. So a lot of people don't use the terrain, but the terrain is actually kind of an interesting way to win matches. If only I was queuing someone who was a little Timmy, am I right? Another little flair you can add onto the rod trick is just S-tapping with it. So you kind of just like rod trick them, get a hit, and then you hit S. Like that. And you can do damage to them and then try and get out of their reach before they can hit you back. Some players are super good at it, especially the advanced players, and they'll just have you like stun locked and critting you out before you can even blink, so. Aim is definitely important. I have the worst aim of all time, but just being able to track people, knowing where the hitboxes are, you know, you don't want to be aiming at their legs, you want to be aiming at their kind of their chest head area. So, I mean, you'll develop that if you just play. Definitely strafing is important too. Making sure you have kind of an unpredictable strafe. You want to make it kind of random, especially in a game like this where you're being rotted constantly. You don't want to have a predictable strafe pattern, especially for bowing too. Oh my god, the lag back just killed me. Jesus. Remember when I was just saying predictable strafe pattern when you're getting bowed? That's kind of what I was talking about, if I didn't whiff all those other arrows. Now he bows me back. Karma's a bitch, I should've known better. You know that song? I win these, I win these! Alright, this is the worst match ever. This is going in the video just so I can immortalize how horrible of a match this is. This is not how you win matches, guys. I'm still gonna win this and I feel horrid. Ah, that did not feel good. Jesus. It's okay, I have a streak. That's why I was playing like that, I have a streak. But yeah, you can definitely try things like jump spamming. Works kind of well against people with high ping. You could try S holding, which is just like running away to regen your health. You'll find a lot of people doing that if they're like on super high streaks, or if they're just being a nerd. But I mean, if you're just trying to grind wins, definitely don't S hold, just W hold. Key bindings are important too. So for my key binds, they're on my mouse, my 1 and 2 slots, and then my 3 is my 3 on my keyboard. So it's really easy for me to just like switch between my rod and my sword. It's like muscle memory at this point. You don't want to be struggling to switch between your sword and your rod. It's supposed to be kind of seamless. So if you have mouse keys, I would definitely recommend those for sure. And then for some bowing tips, you kind of just have to bow to get a feel for it. But you'll notice that people strafe left and right a lot in this game. I'm not cooking. Holy. Bowing is pretty simple. You just kind of have to get a feel for it. If someone's bowing at you, a great way to dodge their arrows, by the way, is just jumping up and down the terrain and like being a weirdo. That works really well for me. So I know this guy's gonna strafe left because of the terrain actually. And I can kind of just keep baiting him back and then making him run in like really predictable directions. like that, and then he strafes the other way. But yeah, a lot of people strafe a very similar way in this game. And if you pick up on it, you're going to be able to hit bow shots really easily. Because you'll hit them with the bow, and then they'll strafe right, and then they'll strafe left, and then they'll keep repeating it. And it's like a pattern. You can just kind of hit 5 arrows on them very easily. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of how people are. Like, you can see this guy's doing it as well. I mean, there's not much else to say. It's a pretty straightforward game. Hopefully this video helps. Kind of immortalizes the classic Duels game a little more. So, shout out to all my classic Duels players out there. Good luck on getting to Godlike. And if you're a little Timmy, I'm still a little Timmy, so it's okay, bro. We're gonna make it out the trenches one day. But quick, watch these 5 arrows. Wasn't that sick? That's the end of the video, guys. Let's go. I just bullied a little Timmy to suicide.